Welcome to This Just In, a weekly news show highlighting the people and events in Newport News Public Schools, where students examine the past as they strive for a bright future. Students at Woodside High School received a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet a military hero of World War II. Brothers on the Block, a nonprofit mentorship program at Woodside High School, invited one of the few remaining original members of the Tuskegee Airmen experience. Retired Sergeant Dr. Harry Quinton spent time with Brothers on the Block mentees and mentors during their Morning Living Skills Empowerment program. Dr. Quinton spoke about why he chose to join the Army after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the training he received on his way to becoming an airplane mechanic, and how he personally viewed German prisoners of war being treated better than African American soldiers. At 91 years young, Quinton spoke passionately about his life's adventures while sharing everlasting themes of determination, working hard, and overcoming challenges. Students were given the opportunity to ask questions, and many jumped at the chance to take a photo next to a former member of the 477th Bombardment Group. To show their gratitude, Brothers on the Block founder Terry Jones presented Dr. Quinton with an engraved statue of an eagle, while the students filled out handwritten messages of thanks. Meeting and interacting with an original member of the Tuskegee Airmen, Woodside students were inspired by a proud past to live a bright future. Students at Saunders Elementary made history come alive through their interactive wax museum. Tracy Skinner's third grade talented and gifted students researched historical and modern day people and then presented their findings from the perspective of the famous individuals. After selecting their person of interest, the students used library books and online resources to research and collect important facts about their characters. The students transferred their findings to a huge poster while adding printed pictures, drawings, and other creative tools to draw interest to their historical figure. On the day of the Wax Museum, the entire school was invited to tour the living museum in the cafeteria. Student docents greeted the classes and presented the rules for touring the museum, such as not touching the living statues. After pushing a button at each station, Skinner's third graders came to life, complete with homemade costumes and props, to recite a speech by memory they had previously prepared in class. The student guests were encouraged to experience the entire museum and fill out a survey card selecting their favorite presentation. Skinner's students would later use their math skills to decipher the survey answers and find out which presentations were the most enjoyable. By utilizing the inquiry process, their creative talents, and their growing public speaking skills, third graders at Saunders enjoyed an activity that allowed them to become a living part of history. A movie on the big screen was excellent inspiration for future female engineers.
Newport News Shipbuilding's Career Pathways program hosted a special screening of the Oscar-nominated film Hidden Figures for some very important guests from Newport News Public Schools. 86 young ladies from Crittenden and Washington Middle Schools and Heritage High School were treated to a day at the movies to watch the inspiring tale of lady engineers and mathematicians who crossed gender and race lines to find success among the stars. Middle school mentees involved with Girls with Engineering Minds in Shipbuilding, or GEMS, from Crittenden and Washington, were joined by students from Heritage's Governor's STEM Academy. Newport News Shipbuilding graciously rented an entire theater at AMC 24, with Career Pathways' Chantel Foster organizing the educational outing. 26 GEMS mentors, all shipbuilders, engineers, and scientists with Huntington Ingalls, enthusiastically greeted the students as they arrived. Among them was GEMS founder and sponsor Jennifer Boykin, Vice President of Engineering, and one shipbuilder who had very close ties to the real-life events of the movie. Melissa Vaughn, a nuclear quality inspector, is the granddaughter of Dorothy Vaughn, the NASA mathematician depicted by actress Octavia Spencer. For the students, the entire movie-going experience was free, including popcorn and drinks. And the movie couldn't have come at a better time to help these STEM-focused students and future engineers see what real women are capable of through hard work, unwavering determination, and using their brains to succeed. And while the film is receiving much recognition during the Hollywood Awards season, the true story will continue to inspire future generations of women leaders.
Some of the brightest and most creative historical engineers in Newport News Public Schools were called upon to unwrap a mystery trapped in history. The Jamestown-Yorktown Foundation partnered with the NNPS STEM team to present an engineering design challenge to second and third grade teams from all 24 elementary schools. After learning about the survivalist skills of the Powhatan Indians who lived in Virginia's coastal plain, the young students were challenged to design and build their own trap to successfully capture a robotic critter. Each team of 4 students was given a set of natural materials, but they also had the option to visit the trading post, where they could use their math skills to barter with copper beads and receive more man-made materials like netting, duct tape, or straws. With teachers, administrators, and parents watching from the sidelines, the students sketched out their designs and then went to work building their traps. Experts from the Jamestown-Yorktown Foundation were happy to lend advice or answer questions about the challenge parameters. After measuring, cutting, and taping to complete their build, the teams tested their designs in preparation of the final judging phase. Not every school was able to trap their unpredictable animal, teaching a valuable lesson of persistence that the Powhatan Indians surely experienced day to day. When the final scores were tallied, Nelson and Sanford tied for 3rd place. The home team, Newsom Park, placed 2nd, and the winning trap was designed by the students from Yates Elementary. Regardless of how many points each team scored, all the students clearly demonstrated critical thinking, problem solving, and innovative techniques during the challenge. And while they learned a great deal about the past, they also grasped a new understanding about their own abilities. For 9 years now, 4th grade students at Charles Elementary have enjoyed participating in an immersive day of activities that harken back to the first colony of Virginia. Tying in directly with their unit of study on colonial economics, students celebrated Colonial Day to better understand what life was like in early Virginia. Each 4th grade teacher designed fun activities, including colonial-style games, art projects, and songs. Students even learned how to make butter from cream. They also dressed the part, with 3-corner hats for the boys and petticoats and caps for the ladies. These engaging hands-on activities added a new dimension of learning for the 4th graders and helped them make connections to life in colonial days. To round out their cultural experience, the resource team at Charles worked with the entire 4th grade to teach them the Virginia Reel. For weeks, the students learned the English country dance while focusing on rhythm, musical timing, and coordination. Younger grades and parents were invited to watch the final performance as the students do-si-doed for the enjoyment of all. By participating in Colonial Day, 4th graders at Charles enjoyed a fun glimpse into an important time of American history, helping them understand the changes and growth of our young country.
If you're in high school or 8th grade and thinking about college, then Megagenesis 2017 is for you. Megagenesis is a one-day program which focuses on encouraging and preparing students to attend college. There will also be a number of career workshops available. This year, it's at Heritage High School on Saturday, March 4th, beginning at 8 a.m. To find out more information about Megagenesis and to register online, visit megagenesis.org.
Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of This Just In. And check out more fun and informative videos at nnpstv.com to see the many great things happening in Newport News Public Schools. Thanks for watching.